So today with us on Stool Talk, we're honored to have another guest, standout student athlete. Here on Stool Talk, we walk in our purpose on purpose. And today's guest, who we got today?
Oh, my name is Michael Setrana. I'm in 11th grade. I play small forward, and I'm balling in purpose.
Yeah. So coming off a state semi-final run, how would you describe the last season and what did you learn from it?
The last season had a lot of growths. I mean, from not doing too well in the preseason or like before the season started, and then when the season we had to pick it up. So being able to make it that far in the Final Four, I feel like as a team we grew, as players we grew individually. So I'm just ready for next season.
What was the biggest lesson you took from playing on such a high-level team this year?
It takes a lot of work. You got to put in the work, get a lot of shots up, exercise, do stuff off the court, and get better to help the team win.
How did your role evolve on the team throughout the season?
At the beginning of the season, I think I was more of a, you know, here we go, get Mike in, let him do this, let him do this. But towards the end of the season, I feel like I was able to make more of an impact, especially on defense. You know, put me on somebody, get a stop, and then turn that to offense.
With your senior season ahead, how are you preparing to take on a bigger role?
My senior season, I'm ready to rock. I'm ready to get everything done. I wanna be the man. I wanna get everything done, score the ball, get stops, and I wanna go all the way.
What part of your game are you focusing on improving the most this offseason?
Definitely my 15-footer, my 3-pointer. Anything beyond that too, mid range. I want to be more efficient shooter, free throw shooter. So that's what I'm working on.
What mindset are you bringing into your final high school season?
Mindset is focus. I'm ready to, like I said, I'm ready to rock. I wanna go all the way. So you need focus and discipline. And that's what I'm bringing.
What does a Pebblebrook Falcon mean to be in the athletic program on this team, the historical team? What does it mean to you?
Man, I'm happy to be here. I'm really ecstatic for the next season. I feel like being a Pebblebrook Falcon, it has a long history behind it of great players, and just being here, it makes me feel proud. It makes me feel like I got a chip on my shoulder, something to work for.
How have your coaches helped shape you as a player and a person?
Coaches, you know, they get on you, man. They call you when you off. They tell you when you up. So, uh, being around them, it helps me stay focused. You know, keeps my character high. Doesn't let my head get big, but also motivates me to push to be a better me.
How do you see yourself helping the team get back to that state championship hunt?
For me, I feel like my defense is going to be there, and for to get back to that place, it's just going to take a little more scoring. You know, me getting to my shots and being able to facilitate more, being able to direct people and then direct myself too. Being able to understand what's going on the floor.
Which, which of your teammates pushes you the most in practice and makes you better?
I'll probably say Zaire. Zaire pushes me the most. You know, he lets me know when I'm not doing good, and you know, he tells me when I'm doing good. So that little piece helps me, you know, stay focused. Helps me be able to understand. Okay, here's what I need to do and improve.
What's the team culture like at Pepperbrook, and how does that help you all succeed as a team?
The culture is good. I mean, as a team, I feel like everyone has their own unique place in the team, which helps us, you know, grow together and be able to stay focused and, you know, get to the Final Four. I mean, that's what we did this year. So everybody being unique just helps the team be a better community, a better team.
What do you love about basketball?
I just love the game. Like I love being able to get shots up, work out, and then you know let that translate into the game. I mean, it'd be one thing if you were just playing to play, but when you play and practice and it translates, you know that's a great feeling.
If you could describe what you want this upcoming season to look like in 3 words, what would it be?
Um, I'd probably say I want us to win. So yeah,
Yeah. Are you starting to think about basketball future behind school, like playing in college? Any future goals?
yes sir. I'm definitely starting to think about playing in college. I already have 2 colleges in mind that I would love to go to. So you know I'm ready for that.
What's any words of encouragement you could say to a younger player who wished to play basketball like you at an elite level?
If I could tell something to a younger basketball player, I tell them to keep their head down, stay focused because yeah, with focus and determination, you can do a lot and you can be as great as you want to be. So just work, put the work in, put more hours than you think you need to put in, and then you're gonna make it where you want to.
Yeah. Where did this basketball journey start with you? How old were you when you first started playing?
First started playing basketball probably around 6 years old, but I wasn't on a team and I was just playing for fun. Maybe around third, fourth grade, I actually started playing on a team. And then from there, I started on a bench, like 12th man on the team, and I had to work my way up. So that did teach me some lessons to get to where I am now.
Yeah, when did you get your first dunk? Being that you're a high flyer, elite dunker, when did you get your first dunk in the game?
So surprisingly, in game, I got my first dunk ninth grade year. It was AAU. I clearly remember it was a two-hand dunk coming off a steal.
Yeah. What's one thing that Coach Washington has told you this year that sticks out?
You just be the reason. Being the reason means that you're gonna do whatever it takes, and you're not gonna back down when a bigger challenge than you think arises. So
Yeah.
be the reason.
When I got Michael on my team, what are you bringing to the table? What's
Oh,
your strengths and what's some things you need to work on?
one of my strengths is energy. I'm bringing the energy, bringing the defense. I'm gonna lead the team, gonna tell them what they need to hear. And then one of my weaknesses I say is just remembering everything I need to know. To be the highest IQ basketball player. So that's definitely something I'm working on.
Yeah. Who do you compare your game to in the NBA?
I probably would say like a little bit of Giannis. Long strides, defense. I could probably say a little bit of Shea. Or I'd say I want to be more of like a Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. With the scoring and then the pace he has on the
Yeah.
court. Yeah.
What's your favorite pregame hype song? Like what is you getting hype in the game? Are you listening? I mean, before the game, are you listening to music? Are you sitting in quiet or do you got a hype song?
So this is some fun fact. Actually, before the game, when I have my headphones on, I'm not actually listening to music. I'm just trying to like block out the noise so I can be more peaceful and lock in.
How do you balance being a standout student athlete and a standout athlete in the classroom as a student?
It's just a 1-2. Balancing something is always hard, but if you want to do it, you can do it.
If you could eat one meal before every game for the rest of your career, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I'll probably say I need some chicken, maybe like potatoes or spaghetti or something like that.
Drums or flats?
Flats.
Okay. What's the funniest or craziest thing that happened to you this season during a game or a practice?
Um, I'd say one time I was running down the court. I think this was South Cobb, and we were having a pretty solid game, and then I end up somehow tripping like on nothing. Like there was nothing really there, and I just fell, and then I had to get up and play defense. But that was kind of funny.
Yeah, if you could dunk on any NBA player, past or present, who would it be?
Oh, Victor Wembanyama. I would love to dunk on him. Especially because he's so tall. All the blocks he has this year in the NBA. That would be something fun to do.
Yeah, what's one thing that you do superstitiously or you do it the same every day before the game, before you step out on the court?
I tie my shoes a certain way. I pull them twice on each shoe, and then I tie them tightly. Yeah, I mean it helps prevent injuries, but I like to do it just make sure I'm tight, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, if you weren't a basketball player, what sport would you be playing?
I'd probably play soccer or I'd run track, one of the two. I used to play soccer when I was younger, and I currently run track.
Okay. What do you run in track?
200 meter and 400 meter.
Okay. What's gonna be the determining factors of if you play both in college or you just playing basketball? Do you want to run track? How would you decide?
It's just what I want to do at the time. I mean, I know I want to play basketball, but track is a big commitment too. So if I want to do that, then I'll put my mind to it and get it done.
Yeah, if you could speak out there to any coaches that's looking to recruit and they had to talk to you for a couple seconds, what would you say to sell yourself?
I tell them that I'm high energy. I'm a versatile player. I can score at all three levels, and I'll get stops on defense too.
Yeah, if you had a team dance battle with your teammates, who would win and who would embarrass themselves the most?
I feel like maybe Zion or Emery will win, and Emery would embarrass himself too because that's just Emery.
You could pick two NBA players to be your two V2 partners. Who are you rolling with?
Steph Curry and Kevin Durant.
If they made a movie about your basketball journey, what would the title be?
The rise to greatness.
Who would play you?
LeBron James.
Okay, now
Look, walking in my purpose on purpose. It ain't nothing this world could offer that could amount to what God showed me my worth is. I'm working. Oh yeah, I'm in my